Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATF Gaming and welcome back to another stream here today with more F1 2019. It's been a little while since we've done this, since last week I was kind of taking a break after what was a frustrating couple of streams, plus James was gone, so I had a feeling nobody would ever be here. But today we actually have a decent sized crowd. We got Bragger, we got John, we got James, we got Liam. I'm assuming at least half of those people are gone already, but I appreciate... Thank you, John. Progress is not even in your dictionary. True. I have to use my PlayStation 4 controller today because my Steam controller is still messed up. So we're going to have to kind of learn on the fly here, but I don't even remember what we were doing when I decided to quit last time, so let's just put this in, and we're in practice 2. Are we in the middle of a crash? Is that something that happened, or are they just resetting us to the beginning of the session? Oh no, we're doing something. Alright, I'm pretty sure there was a crash here in this section. What are we doing? You know, what did I just press? Okay. I was pretty accurate with that assumption. This might be qualifying sim or race sim. Not really sure.
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Yeah, well aware. Can I rewind that far? Yeah, hopefully I can. So we're 2 seconds off of our target lap time. That's fun. I recall saying that this is going to be a bad race, and I have a pretty darn good feeling I know why now. Also, me on this PlayStation 4 controller is going to take some getting used to as well. So, this lap was absolute hot garbage. Let's try that again.
We'll want to rerun the program if we can't improve on that time.
I'm well aware of that. I probably crashed about 13 times in the last lap. So let's try that again. Even though we're not on our freshest tires, we might be able to do something about it. You know, a little lazy getting on the throttle there. That's something I can definitely improve on. Immediately after I'm slowed down enough, I need to get back through the throttle. I usually put in a lot of coasting time in the center of a corner when I can actually realistically get back on the throttle. So I've never been a Cheetos fan. I don't know why. I guess it's just not something I was never exposed to as a kid. And don't really have a need to make my mouth orange. So yeah, qualifying sim ain't gonna happen. I don't think even if I do get the right setup or the right fresh tires is what I was attempting to say. So I don't think this is going to be a good race for us, unfortunately. Because even though I thought that was a pretty good lap, we're still 2 seconds off the pace. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, are we on we're on the increased top speed setup, and I'm not taking any more downforce away, so I guess we're just gonna have to live with what we got here. But yeah, how's everybody doing today? John said you actually made some decent progress in Super Smash Bros. Not Super Smash Bros. Super Mario Bros. Sorry. That's good, because that definitely hasn't been happening of late. Jeezers, my qualifying lap absolute garbage. At least our teammate's down here too, but he's only running medium lap.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again. Leclerc, Bottas, and Lewis Hamilton.
Great.
And that's it.
You know, that's pretty accurate, James. Pretty accurate. So yeah, that was a pretty bad session. But apparently some people were happy with it. Don't know why. Alright, practice 3. Let's go. Oh, my nose is starting to get a little itchy. Alright, ERS management. Assuming I can make the time, I should be able to do this, but we'll see. We will see. So you lost your stack of boats. That's pretty sad. Wait, do boats stack in console, or do you literally have your inventory completely full of boats? Alright, so it appears lap time's going to be the issue again here. Because we're somehow already half a second down on our lap time. So that's just fabulous. Oh yeah, I can shortcut that corner, I remember that. I can shortcut it better than I just did anyway. That'll probably be our saving grace as far as the lap time goes. Never mind, apparently not that much. I felt like This is not going to go well. This race is going to be absolutely miserable. I'm just putting that out there right now for everybody. I don't know why I'm redoing this, because I'm not making the lap time whatsoever. So we're gaining time on this straightaway, so despite what I previously anticipated, the straightaway does not seem to be the issue here, surprisingly enough. Let's try one more lap. I think I might be able to do it better this time.
Between speed and energy management.
If I just stay on medium this whole time, maybe I can do it. At least get a green out of it. Again, I apologize if I don't look at chat nearly as much with this game, especially at this track, because this is an evil track with no runoff area, so probably won't be able to look at chat too much while I'm in the race, unless if I'm on a straightaway or something. I'm going to go down to low for just a bit to see if I can maybe get my way into the purple. But I think I got enough time built up where if I don't screw this section up, like I just did, I knew. Yeah, I know, but you kind of have to be Azerbaijan in order to be relatively competitive. Otherwise, I would love to be on a low downforce setup. Alright, go back to medium. Alright, we might actually pull this off, which after that first lap, I definitely didn't think was possible. Excellent.
You're in the top.
That was surprising. I'm interested to see how this race sim goes.
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 46.8.
Great. George Russell beat us. That's reassuring. Alright, race strategy. If only that quote had correct spelling. So I don't think qualifying is going to go very strong for us. So we most likely will get our choice of tires, which will be nice. I actually would not mind not making Q3 at that rate if I can get a choice of tires. I feel like this place is hard enough to pass as is. I might be able to make some strategy gain out of it. We'll see where I'm at after Q1. This does have a bunch of long straightaways, but that's really the only time you get to pass. The rest of the track is pretty narrow, and you'd have to be pretty darn stupid to try to make a pass off. And before I try to make a pass off in the race at some really stupid location, but I mean, that's expected. It took me a few laps to get used to this controller because I feel like I have to put more input into the joystick in this controller for some reason. That was about as close as you can cut it in that corner. Oh, man. Oh, I got on the curb a bit too much there. Let's see if that hurts us too much. That section is so unbelievably scary. You have no... If I'm in that section side by side, somebody's gonna die. Like, legitimately, somebody's gonna die. Most likely me, but somebody's gonna die.
Lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Because I can barely do it by myself, let alone with somebody else next to me. So So hopefully they wait until the straight part of that section first. Oh, I was looking at chat. Alright, let me look at chat. Best driver to ever race for Spire Motorsports. Jamie McCurtbag or just... Oh my god. I'm not answering that question. I've been trying not to think about that race for a little while. I'm really happy I went to the Daytona 500 and not the July race because I would have been incredibly upset. Like, even more than I am now about that race finishing as it did. Okay, that was not a good... Actually, no, that was a great sequence of corners. I don't know what I'm talking about. It sure didn't feel good, but... You see, I can cut that corner pretty heavily. I guess I just gotta do it better than I did that one time. Kurt Busch deserved that win. That's all I'm going to say about it. Either should have been Kurt Busch winning, or they should have waited and restarted the race at night. That's all I'm going to say about it. I felt like NASCAR should have done something about that, but I mean, I understand there's no precedent for it, so they most likely wouldn't have, and they would have had to explain why. But I feel like they would be getting less pushback for doing that than the fact that they just let Justin Haley of Spire Motorsports win the race. So... I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
I mean, they switched to NBCSN, so that made me think that they did that in order to have more time on TV, because otherwise they would have called it while it was still on NBC and done all the post-race interviews there. So they switched to NBCSN, and then 15 minutes into that coverage, they called the race. So that's what was confusing about it. I would have been much happier for Landon Castle to finish second than I messed up that pretty bad. William Byron finished second. James, you know that quite good. He knows that. He's just trolling us. Alright, got corner cutting that time, but... What are they going to do? What are they going to do about it? This is probably my last lap of practice. Oh, yeah, John's the William Byron hater of the group. Yep. Yeah, if you're following the Alex Bowman method of second place finishers, I guess. That was clearly not how you're supposed to take that exit, but I think I managed to minimize the damage. I mean, yeah, even at the caution, he thought he was like third or something when he was doing that post-race interview, but no, he was like 13th. So I don't know.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Alright, that's the end of that session. I can live with Chase Elliott and I can live with Jimmy Johnson. But Bowman, okay, and Byron, I agree, I'm not a fan of. Well, we did it, so we got some resource points at least out of it, but don't have too many high hopes for the race at this point.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top three, who are Vettel, Bottas, and Pierre Gasly.
You liked Gordon for one race. But wow, Becker. I mean, to be fair, Casey had some pretty darn good seasons with Everham, but after that, then he was just nothing. But he was pretty darn good in Everham, that's for sure. Alright, let's go to qualifying.
The circuit has rubbed in with practice, but this is still going to be a difficult session for our drivers as they fight for pole position. Welcome to qualifying here in Azerbaijan. This is the kind of track that eats rear tyres for breakfast, or so I'm told by more experienced drivers than myself.
Lots of low-speed exits means the rears are in for a lot of punishment. It's all too easy to spin them up coming out of a corner too aggressively. It might look great for us as spectators, as we love to see a car driven beyond its limits, but it's not going to result in a great long-run pace.
I only let that cutscene run to see what the FPS would do on it. I mean, it was better than it had been, but it still lagged out quite a bit. Alright, so I think the goal is to make it into Q2, but nothing else, honestly, because I would really enjoy having my own choice of tires. No, I don't want to watch Robert Kubica. Let's let a few guys get out on track again, like we have been, and then we'll go out for at least one lap. Yep, well away of Parc Fermé. Alright, clear track ahead of us. That's all I can ask for. Well, for the most part. Already screwing things up. What's the restart counter at, James? We haven't even gotten into my first race yet. Granted, I have been a lot more lenient on doing that in the race, but... Well, Lucas Weber just went to the pole, our former teammate. Thanks. That's the answer I was looking for. Alright, overdrove that corner a bit. Most likely going to have to take a second lap, knowing this game, but... Well, a second run on new tires, but... I can live with that, but if I can get it in this first run, I'll definitely be happy with that, but I don't think it's going to happen. I wish they showed, like, my delta to my qualifying sim and practice or something, because I just have no idea if I'm doing things right or not. So, that was a horrible lap. I'm putting that out there now. That was an absolutely atrocious lap. So, we're gonna have to do better than that. Well, we're ahead of George Russell. That's something. But let's head back to the garage. Yeah, we're going out again. Oh my god.
Our best lap so far is a 1:44.8.
And we'll go out now on a second set of softs. And let's hope I don't get impeded by somebody like Lewis Hamilton like I did that one time. I do like Kyle Petty as a commentator. I like both him and Jarrett. The biggest complaint I have about the current roster of commentators is the fact that I cannot tell the difference between Dale Jr. and Jeff Burton talking. That is my biggest complaint about commentators right now. So we're not off to a good start here. Okay. How far back can I rewind? Not enough to save my time. Okay. But there were lots of issues with that first run, so let's see if we can do better this time. Exactly, James.
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh my god, I hope for everything holy in this world that it does not rain in this race. But 10 to 15 minutes means part of qualifying is going to be in the rain, most likely. So that's all the more incentive not to go to Q3. Granted, I don't think I'm going to have the option in that regard, considering how bad my lap is right now. Just making Q2 is going to be a miracle. Alright, so we're clearly improving on our previous lap. It's just a matter of whether it's enough to get into Q2. That was also a good set of those turns right there as well. Ooh, that put us up to 9th. Um, 10th. Alright, we made it into Q2. That was unexpected. Roman did not get as lucky. Poor guy. Yeah. Don't think I'm going to be able to, and I don't think I'm going to be able, and I don't think I'm... What the heck, Lucas Weber? Okay. That's unexpected. I mean, at least it's not Butler. It's getting dark outside. There's no rain in the race, so I don't have to worry about that, but it is getting significantly darker outside. I also only have one set of tires to get this done, so I'm going to wait until later in the session, because I only have one set of tires to do this on. Alright, here we go, my only run in this round. Oh my god. It's raining. They lied to me. Alright, let's see how much it impacts us. Well, we'll just see. I mean, we're still pretty fast on the straights. It's just a matter of if I slide in the corners or not. This is why most people went out early and did a bunker lap. Yeah, the Indy 500 always usually ends up somehow, somewhere managing to be a good race. I mean, it would have been a better race had there not been so much fuel saving at the front, so nobody wanted to pass Pagano for the lead until at the very end when Rossi finally had enough fuel to make it to the end. So yeah, this lap's going to be crap because I'm having to go so slow in the corners. They lied to me. They said there wouldn't be any rain. But there's clearly rain. Okay. I'm going to let that one slide because it was my... oh, dear. So, yeah, Q3 ain't happening. Just putting that out there now. Jesus H. Well, I'm pretty sure we're going to be slotting in 15th here, unless if something miraculous happens. Straightaway is still fine, and granted, that is where our car is strongest at this point, but... and... 15th, yep. Alright, well, we get our choice of tires. Oh my god, we were slow. 2.5 seconds slower than everybody else. Because we went out late. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's great. Moving on. Moving the frick on. We did qualify ahead of Grosjean, but my rivalry with Sergio isn't going too hot right now. I was a little over-ambitious with that. Yeah, I'm well aware, and I'm perfectly okay with it at this stage. I don't think I deserve to get any better than that. Apparently Ferrari wasn't too happy with that, but everybody else was pretty
Obviously,
neutral.
I expected a better session, but these things happen from time to time. Try to make up for it in the race.
Yeah, shut up, Emma. No rain in the race, let's go.
Good afternoon and welcome to Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017, of one of the most eventful races of modern history, with controversy behind the safety car, last-second overtakes, and a historic podium for Williams and for Lance Stroll. So let's find out what lies in store for us this year. It's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. Joining me for the Grand Prix once again is Anthony Davidson. Now, I want to ask you about Lando Norris. They're still relatively new to a sport which does have a high learning curve and, of course, little tolerance for mistakes.
That's right, it is a difficult environment to come into. In junior categories, you're competing against drivers with similar levels of experience. But some of these guys in Formula 1 have been there for over a decade. But I have to say, in this case, it's so far so good.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Bottas, Weber, Max Verstappen, and Gasly, Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Sainz, and Charles Leclerc, Kubica, Albon, the Professor, and Giovinazzi, Grosjean, Perez, Daniel Kvyat, and George Russell. Butler and Lando Norris starts from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Alright, so it looks like we moved up 2 spots thanks to some penalties.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. We want to come out in one piece. Good luck.
Yeah, well, that third round was probably completely in the wet, so that's understandable. This is an interesting strategy right here. It's only 6 seconds slower, but if I make some edits and I do... No, I want this to be soft. And then we do that. And now it's almost identical, and we'll be out longer so that we can hold up faster cars. So that's excellent. We'll put in a crap ton of fuel. And let's go. Fairly decent launch for me, based on my standards. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, I did not handle that corner great, and I got collision warning there, but could have been worse. Could have been worse. Somehow we got a ton of drive off compared to Leclerc there, so I do not have an explanation for that. If I can get underneath Carlos. Oh my god. If it wasn't for the front wing damage, I'd let that go, but that is not my fault. I guess I'll lay back from Carlos here. I tried to lay back from Carlos. I think I just forced Leclerc out of that as well. Frick you, signs! No warning for that? Alright. Thank you, stewards. Oh, for Christ's sakes.
Okay, that's a good start. Keep it up.
I mean, they gave me a warning for whatever I did to Alex Albon on the start, which I'm not even sure what I did, but they didn't give me a warning for completely pinching Carlos Sainz off the racetrack in a track that doesn't have any runoff zone, except for this turn right here. Alright, let's see if I can catch up to... Oh, Jesus H. This is going to be the race of flashbacks because there's no freaking runoff area. Oh, I had to lift off there. That's going to ruin this lap. We do have a player behind us who is probably faster than us. He's also on the medium tires, so he must have gotten his fastest lap on the medium in Q2. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the noose, did he just run into me, or did I hit a bump? For those of you who are unaware with the new tire rules, whatever tire, if you're in the top 10, whatever tire you qualify fastest on in Q2 is the tire you have to start the race on. If you're outside the top 10, you get your choice. So, that is the current regulation. I believe it was slightly different last year, but I'm not really sure. I think it was based on Q3 last year. So a lot of the top, or a lot of the teams just decided to go on mediums for Q3 and give up their qualifying position for the sake of strategy, but obviously starting... Why can I never turn this corner right? I feel like they need to back up the freaking brake marker on that one. Same for this one. Oh my god. I apologize for any new people watching expecting pro Formula 1 gameplay here, because that is clearly not what you're going to get here. But if you like to see lots of stupidity along with some, you know, halfway decent Formula 1 gameplay on tracks that aren't Azerbaijan, then feel free to stick around. Azerbaijan, Monaco, and Abu Dhabi are my least favorite tracks in this game at this point. In this game, anyway. In previous games might be a little different, but... can I catch Kubica? We obviously have Leclerc behind us, or we'll... Oh boy.
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
This is the one corner that has a tiny bit of runoff zone, so I'm going to take it. Dang it, we didn't get DRS here, so... Here comes everybody else, most likely. Oh, I'll protect the bottom. I got a really good run on Kubica, and I just took it, man.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
No, it didn't tell me about damage. If it did, I would have rewound. Oh, yeah, we got some front wing damage. Alright. Didn't show up on the freaking monitor, but guess I'm dealing with that the rest of the race. We'll see how... Oh dear, he decided to try to pass me there. I know Kubica's a little bit cuckoo, but that's a bit much. Now, can you hold up Leclerc for me? That would be so unbelievably beneficial. Oh, I had to lift off again. Yeah, Kubica. Kubica. It fits. Oh, he's got DRS. He's flying.
Try and close the gap to the car ahead. It's currently 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not getting DRS on Raikkonen anytime soon, and this damage is not going to help my cause at all. Usually when I get damage, you guys see that little menu comes up telling me I have damage right when it happens, but it didn't happen that time. I suspected I might have gotten damage on that pass with Kubica, but it didn't tell me. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me, John. I will say, if we manage to get points in this race, I'll consider it a successful race. Honestly, we've had a really bad weekend. I don't think this track is well suited for us, but if we can manage to get a top 10 out of this race, even though we are going to have to change front wings on the pit stop, so that's not going to help, and that's really going to take away any strategy gains I have by starting on these mediums. The fact that I am holding Kubica on softs behind me is a good sign, and I'm ahead of Leclerc, who's...
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
And I'm ahead of Leclerc, who's also on a similar strategy. So... Gosh, diggity. I went almost a full lap without resetting. That's pretty good for me. And I managed to go through that flat out. And I'm on Rich, so hopefully we can gap a little bit, maybe catch up to Ricardo.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
I'm surprised the AI haven't started pitting yet. I think if I can just conserve my fuel enough so I only need to use Rich on that big straightaway, then I think that'll really benefit us greatly. We are catching up to them up here. I think Raikkonen might be slowing Ricardo down a bit. That braking zone is so inaccurate. Just putting that out there. It also might be something to do with the front wing, but I feel like this braking zone is pretty inaccurate. But I do feel like Ricardo is being held up by Raikkonen, so if we can get into DRS range, then we're going to be really OP in this main straightaway. Don't think we're going to get it right now, but we're getting closer. Yeah, we're not quite there yet, but we're getting close. We do have a 2-second gap on Leclerc now, who's finally gotten around Kubica. I hate my life. I knew that was going to happen. Turn, please. Thank you. Alright, looks like Ricardo is making a pass on Raikkonen here. Thank you for the host, James. It actually doesn't look like I gained any time on him there, which is rather surprising. I'm going to stay on Rich for the secondary straightaway. See if that helps me at all. But at least we're gaining time on Leclerc, which is something I did not expect to be saying anytime soon. Alright, we'll go back to medium now. Almost forgot to brake there. Okay, they are still side by side into this section. That's going to help out tremendously. Can you continue doing that, please? Also, again, really surprised they haven't pitted yet. Really minimizing my chance of the overcut here. Leclerc is also catching up to me now that Kubica's not... Oh my god. Every freaking time with this corner. If I can manage to remember to... Oh my god. If I can... I just want this race to be over with at this rate. Alright, I guess my lesson is I just need to brake before it tells me to brake at this point.
Gap to car in front is 1.9 seconds.
We've gained a tenth of a second on the car in front, and Leclerc is now right behind us. Go get DRS and most likely pass us here. I gotta get past this in Monaco, and then we have the entire season before we get to Abu Dhabi. Oh, soft tire people are pitting now, it looks like.
We want to pit this lap, so push now. Roman is in for his stop.
Really? We're only overcutting it by 1 lap? Wow. Okay. Also, got back by Leclerc there like a boss.
The car ahead is coming to fit the mediums. Car ahead, now running medium tires.
The car ahead is not of my concern right now. Yeah, I'm going to get it replaced here on this stop, and really all this work is going to be for naught, but hopefully they're relatively quick with it. Well, that didn't help the situation. Well, the only accomplishment I've made here is I've held up Leclerc for as long as I possibly can. It's not much of an accomplishment, but it's something. And also, we should be pitting relatively by ourselves. Oh, poo. Well, that didn't drop any frames. Oh, it looks like Leclerc is coming in with me. He aborted his pass attempt there. But yeah, we're going to have to replace our front wing, so it's going to be a longer pit stop, unfortunately.
Exit now. You'll be racing as you leave the pits. Release,
Yep.
release.
That was pretty much everybody who I care about passing us right there.
Look after these
And we're
tires
back
now.
into
We want
15.
to finish the race on this compound.
Oh, we have a caution up ahead, though.
Yellow flag. Some information on Gasly. They're
Oh.
retiring from the race.
Well, that's beneficial. Also, I'm the only person on softs in this group, so hopefully I can get around these guys relatively quickly. Bye, Gasly.
Green flag.
Oh, look who it is. It's Carlos Sainz. And look who has the fresher tires. Now, Carlos. Haha. Oh my god. Do not pass here. Do not pass here, Aaron. That is... I had the momentum to pass there, and that was about to be a really bad idea.
Engine is showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
This is not the track to have power output issues, game. Oh my god. It's too ambitious. Too ambitious. Shut up, phone. Alright, we'll go rich on this straightaway and try to pass all of them. I do want to get DRS, so I don't want to pass Perez, but I don't think I'll get it off of. I think that was Russell up ahead. Why did you slow down? Robert.
Good job. Nice overtake.
Oh, that's the most excited I've ever heard Jeff. Oh boy. Now we're starting this again. But we're up into 11th, and we have the soft tire, so we really need to take advantage of it now and try to get back to Russell. So even with the fact we had to change the front wing, I think that flipping of the tire strategy is really benefiting us. You're not wrong, James. You're not wrong. I am not in DRS range, but I do have a raw speed advantage against Russell, so should be able to gain a decent chunk of time. I'm not going to be able to go rich on this front straight much longer.
Is 1.8 seconds. Okay, the gap behind is 2.0 seconds.
I'm not going to be able to do rich on this front straight much longer, so I need to take advantage of it now. Yeah, I haven't really noticed much of an issue. We're going about the exact same speed we have been. Actually, no, we're not. We have been clipping 200. I think our top speed is down, but I think we're still fine. I mean, we've got decent amount of pace there with Russell.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tires. We won't be making another pit stop.
Yeah, calm down. I'm never going to get Russell if it's not on the tires that I have right now, so. But any chance of getting anything above Russell is going to be not possible unless if we get a safety car or another retirement. Safety car at this point in the race might just end the race, but alright, this is probably going to be the last time I'm going to be able to go rich on this straightaway. Maybe I should save it until I'm closer. I don't know. Let's not do it on this lap. I'm interested to see. We topped out at 197 last time. I'm interested to see if that's similar, even though I'm not going on rich. It won't get there as fast, but I'm curious if it'll get there at all. Yeah, it'll get there. It's just not nearly as fast as it was, so. But I think we're definitely close enough to pounce next lap. But, I do have to give a shout out to my homeboy Pierre Gasly, who I predicted to win the Monaco Grand Prix. Well, the game predicted. For retiring from this race to make this position actually matter, because otherwise this would be a race for 11th, and that really wouldn't matter at all. But we are definitely close enough to where we can get DRS on the next straightaway. I just don't want to pass him until then, because that's going to be our best chance to not only pass him, but then pull away from him. So I'm going to try to be cautious. I broke so early for that. Like, I don't understand. But I want to be able to get DRS so that I can pass him and pull away from him on that straightaway. So I'm going to be cautious here in these last couple corners. I'm Doug Dimmerdome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmerdome. And look, now I'm going to blow my chance of getting DRS, aren't I? I was cautious as far as passing him. I wasn't cautious with, you know, hitting the wall. There's two types of cautiousness, apparently. Alright, go on Rich now so I can get close enough to him. This is really the last chance I have of going on Rich. Oh boy, am I close enough? I'm not. That is really upsetting. Maybe I'll get it on the second straight.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
Already did, my man. That's fine. Even staying on fuel mix 2, I should...
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap.
I should be able to... Oh, those are connected freaking DRS zones, aren't they? Oh my god. I think I might have blown my chance at this, actually.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Very possible I just blew this away. Yeah, my colon's feeling it right now, James, for sure. If I have to on the last lap, I'll use that shortcut, but I don't want to if I don't have to. I just need to freaking be in DRS zone of this man. I should have passed him when I had the chance. I really should have. Because now he's far away again, and I don't know if I'm going to be in DRS range or not. I'm just going to stay on Rich until I see if I get DRS or not. I'm much closer than I was last lap. I do. Okay. Go to standard. I'm going to have to dive bomb it.
This is your final lap.
Oh, he blocked me. He tried. I probably could have gone outside there. This is the one corner that has a decent runoff zone, but I didn't want to take that chance. Now he's going to get DRS here, so I need to be super protective. This is a left-hander coming up, so. But, I mean, we do have a speed advantage. Alright, let's just be smart now. Really, realistically, until that last straight, there's not a good spot for him to pass us again. But at this point, he might have the tire advantage too, now that my softs are getting a bit worn, so I need to keep that in mind as well. Yeah, we're at 30% on my softs already. That's the wall. That wall hit was not ideal. Lewis Hamilton wins. What a shocker. Granted, it's usually Bottas does much better here.
Tank is empty.
It's fine. It's fine. Alright, I just need to follow that arrow and freaking block the man. Actually, no, he's nowhere close to us. Alright, P10! P10. You know what, considering A, qualifying effort, and B, the fact that we had to change a win, change a wing, not a win, I think that's a pretty successful race for us.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. Let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
It's got to be Lando Norris, hasn't it? Smooth, confident and assured. I've got no doubt that he and his team are going to be over the moon with his performance today.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Another team that will be satisfied with this Grand Prix is Alfa Romeo, whose good result moves them further up the championship. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Alright. So, we actually managed to get double points for Haas, considering started 13th and 15th. That's rather remarkable. If I hadn't had that front wing change, I would like to think I would have been right here with Raikkonen and Ricciardo, but not today, not today. Where did Weber finish? He finished 4th. He was real close to a podium, only like 7/10 off, so that's good for him. Let's take a look at the highlights and see what we got going on here. What button is that? Because this is what I'm going to upload to the main channel later today, hopefully. Clearly with less lag, hopefully. Oh, here's Leclerc passing me, and then I'm gonna get him back here, aren't I? Yeah, I'm gonna drive it in deep here. Now this is after the pit stop. This is me trying to go around these 3 losers. Well, there's a piece of Carlos Sainz's wing, I'm pretty sure just flew off. You running into Kubica. Was this after the pit stop? I can't remember. can't remember. Yep, made a little contact there. And then we're going to get a huge run on Russell here. Dive bomb the crap out of him. I mean, we gave him room. We did give him room. We gave him plenty of room. Alright. I consider this a successful race. Let's move on. Definitely a successful race. Oh,
Day to day.
you.
Let's have your take on it. You were cutting your way through the field during the race.
I mean, yeah, it was horsepower that definitely got us there.
You had a close battle today, didn't you?
Well, pushing us, yeah.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was
Oh
it?
my god. Yeah, idiot magnet.
You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
Oh dear, none of these are gonna be good answers, so good. No comment on that one.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Thank you, Claire. We were an idiot magnet today. It was mainly Carlos Sainz that was the idiot magnet. Oh, we finished ahead of Prix too, so that's gonna be really good for this. He still got the fastest lap though, so that kind of took away my advantage. So actually, we didn't gain on either of them. Oh well. Those are questions that are trying to set me up for them to be mad at us. Because I guarantee somebody's not going to be happy with me saying that. Nope, we definitely did not get 6th or better. Yeah, Renault, Red Bull, Racing Point, Mercedes. There were a lot of people who weren't happy with, I'm pretty sure, that comment alone. Oh, contract
Excellent result
negotiations.
today. Finishes like that will look good on your contract reviews. On to the next one.
Speaking of contract reviews, looks like we got one right here.
It's time for us to renegotiate your contract. Here you can see the current deal. Once negotiations begin, the team will make you an offer. You can accept if you like, but I strongly suggest we push for better terms.
I'd like to get at least level 1 on all of that. Those are reasonable goals. Yeah, if we can just get level 1 on all that, I think we'll be
Okay,
fine.
that proposal looks good.
Yeah.
It seems all parties are happy with the deal.
I could have been
So
a
it'll
little more
commence the
aggressive,
next
but
race
that's
week.
fine. That's fine. R&D tree, let's do that before we end the weekend here. We got these in progress, correct? Yep. I did put gearbox wear on, yes. Got that in progress, so we have nowhere to go there. We could push for this upgrade. Does that make any difference whatsoever, actually? It does a little bit. Sure, we'll put that on the docket. That'll be ready for Monaco, the track that we need it the least. Great. Wouldn't mind if that one fails a bit. But yeah, we're looking good. Let's head off to whatever's next. What is next? Spain, isn't it? Yeah, Spain. And then we have Monaco after that. Yeah, I could have gone maybe a level 2, but I didn't want to push it. We got 4 messages here. Goals update. Score 12 points in 2 races. So that's like a 6th place in both races. You realize that, Emma? Or maybe not. Maybe like a 7th. We can preview. Excellent. Hey, we got both of our aerodynamic things in, so that's great. And no rain. Look at that. Okay, that's good. Let me look at this here actually. Oh, we edged right ahead of Renault after that upgrade. So that's great. So these are the 2 we got, and then we could push for either this or this next. Well, we gotta get some more resource points first. So But that's good. Let's head off to Spain, which is a track I don't know if I remember. We'll find out. Pretty sure I've raced this a couple times off screen.
It's practice time here.
I really don't care.
I've had a chat with Carl about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so give them a try.
Alright. Yeah, I don't remember anything bad about Spain, and usually I remember bad things, so... Alright, let's just do track acclimatization here. But that downforce upgrade is really going to help us out. Oh, I remember this now. I remember this clearly about me getting loose off of that corner every single time. I remember this quite vividly in my off-screen testing. Oh boy. There's like two corners, that's a left and then a right or vice versa, and I get so loose in the second one because they're both relatively fast corners. I'm pretty sure this was one of them, but I just gotta lift off a bit, which is unfortunate. It ruins our speed, but it'll keep us in line at least. Oh, yep, here's one, yep. And this is on the regular setup, too. I gotta go into the low downforce setup to be competitive, usually. We'll see how competitive we are on this setup, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to go into that low downforce setup easily. Because here's the other set. I just gotta let off more, is what I gotta do. Oh, man. I just got a lot of going into the corner. That's unfortunate, but it's fine. It probably would have been worse without that downforce upgrade, to be fair, so good job on the team there. Alright, did we get purple?
Good work. You seem to have a
Oh, you're
solid
kidding
handle
me.
on the lap. Let's try and perfect each turn.
That was a pretty
Remember that
darn good
chaining
lap,
good
too.
corners together will give you a consistency bonus.
I'm over here now. Alright, guess I just gotta be slightly better this time. I think I've pretty much nailed this being slightly better part so far. I looked at chat. Welcome, Let's Play Minecraft 2009. Welcome to Le Stream. I assume MC is Minecraft, so I apologize if it's not. That was stupid. There we go. Again, practice programs, I will... It is Minecraft, yep. Okay, I have to get at least a green there, otherwise this is going to be not happening. Yeah, I assume so, but... You know, I shouldn't assume things like that. Minecraft is a pretty good game, and we do play a lot of Minecraft here. So... Oh my god. I might have set myself up for permanent failure here, but... No. Okay, I at least got a green. Alright, this is clearly better than last time. Let's just hope that is enough. Looks like it is, yeah.
That's fantastic. You obviously have a really good...
Excellent. Yeah, definitely. It's so good to see with 1.14 coming out that kind of on the rise again.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1 minute 27.3.
Minecraft good, Fortnite bad. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, let's do tire management. Oh, this stupid corner. And the thing is, I'm never going to remember where that corner is. Oh, I got something in my eye. No, I never tweeted out my video today, did I? Oh well. Not if anybody watches my video straight from Twitter. Roblox is very dead. Never played Roblox in my life. Alright, let's see if my normal style of driving is enough to save some tires or not. I'm going to assume probably not, knowing my luck, but we'll see. Yeah, so far so good. I'm sure there's going to be a corner that messes us up, but... You know what? So far, so good. So far, so good. Just got to keep that delta time in the green, and here's another corner that tends to have issues for us, and I mess up severely. As long as I catch it right away, it's not the end of the world. It still slows us down significantly, but... And it also is not that kind on the tire wear either. No lap time, come back to me.
Let's speed up.
John... Oh my god, I looked at chat again. I did this right, so now I just need to do this right. Okay,
We managed the...
we're fine. Usually like one word answers, one word chats, or like short sentences I can look over and comprehend while I'm doing things, but apparently that time was just not ideal timing. Alright, let's let this go by. Oh Oh, man. Decent viewership for my standard today. Thank you all for watching. Much appreciated. Yeah, I know. It's really annoying, but I need it for the resource points.
The session has drawn to a close, so let's review our top three. Verstappen, Vettel, and Pierre Gasly. And that's it.
Yeah, we didn't really do a run that would give us a good time, so that's fine. But I know, these practice programs are ridiculous. I'm going to click off the screen here for a minute, so apologies if it spazzes out. Alright, looks like everybody was pretty happy with that, gaining some reputation back that we lost after saying everybody was an idiot after the last race. Not my wisest move. I probably should have said no comment on that one, too. Alright, let's see. Fuel management. Let's see if this is pretty good. With just our normal style of driving. Like tire wear was. Yeah, I didn't end up streaming it last night, but we did play it a bit. And hopefully we do it again Friday, I think is the day we're thinking about. So, we'll see about that. Oh yeah, John, do we want to try to get together maybe like tomorrow or Wednesday or something? Or not, yeah, tomorrow is Wednesday. For that project that we were talking about. Bragger? You might be onto something there. You might be onto something there, Bragger. Alright. I'm pretty sure I got all the resources we need at this point, so to at least do a couple levels. We won't do the full design, but we can do a decent chunk of it. Jesus H. It's so rare in this game for that to get an oversteer like that completely spins you out. It almost never happens, which is why when it does happen, I'm not prepared for it. Like, it never happens in this game to get oversteer. It's always so understeery. But now, there's just a couple corners, fast-paced right to lefts, or left to right, that do it to me. Oh yeah, I need to hit the brakes.
Okay, you...
That was not my smart call there. I kind of forgot I was running a practice program. Yeah, it doesn't benefit me at all. Also, I'm giving up on fuel. I really don't care. Qualifying it is. Yeah, and that doesn't benefit me at all. Let's see if we can do this without going to the low downforce setup. I wonder if I hit the curb there, if that'll help me turn. Also, I'd really love it if George Russell got off the track right now. But nope. He's going to be in my way this entire lap, isn't he? So they're expecting us to qualify 11th. That's not a lot of confidence. Alright, that's about the cleanest I could have probably gotten around him realistically, so might have lost a little time there, but not too bad. Oh no. George Russell is not that bad. He's a good prospect, and I think he'll do well in F1 once he gets out of Williams. Robert Kubica is the one that I need to get off it forever, most likely. Alright. Much better. We lost a crap ton of time, though. I need to figure out how to minimize that. Yeah, he's a good prospect. He's in the Mercedes system. He just doesn't have a good team right now. Yeah, that's about as good as I think I'm going to get there, unfortunately. That's... Oh, man. What can I do about that, though? Oh, in this corner, too. I'm not going to yank this lap down. Nope. I don't think I'm going to get a qualifying sim in because I just can't figure out how to make that turn work.
We're down on our target times. Let's try to find a bit more.
Yeah, thanks for kicking me in the balls even more. 19th place projected. You really have to tell me that? Like I'm not trying hard or something to figure this out. I'm going to regret this so much, but I need to know.
We'll make the changes you requested.
And we're going to waste a second set of softs, too. I just need to know. Now who? Is that you, Venanzi? Yes, it is. Also, can I just say that I got through that set of corners absolutely perfectly there without any knowledge of anything? Okay. Interesting. Let's try that again. Yes, win it for the happy dog. I would love for that to happen. I have my high suspicions that it won't, but we'll see. So we're doing significantly worse so far in the corners, but we do have that one long straight in the background. Antonio. Jesus Christ, he just ruined my lap, didn't he? I mean, that didn't help either. This is gonna be where I save it. Never mind. So this is a lost cause, I think. Yeah. Not worth wasting the tires again. Not worth it. We'll go back to the old setup. How are the power unit stuff looking? And the gearbox? Gearbox is looking a little worse for wear, but we can't change that yet. All this stuff looks fine, so I'm not too worried about it.
Fastest lap is a
Shut up.
25.6.
Oh, I need to go to the store today. That's right. I'll do that after the stream.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again. Hamilton, Verstappen and Charles Leclerc. Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free practice is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
John, did you see this news that YouTube just put out in the last hour about copyrights? It's on the Team YouTube Twitter page. Not sure how I feel about it yet. I haven't read all of it. Yeah, I haven't read all of it yet, but it looks like it's a decent step. At least telling you where they're claiming it. Good job sending me that long paragraph of words right as I started a practice program, John. And sending me more words that I can't read without pausing the game. Hopefully I can get this done on lap 1 and then... And yes, this is one of the easiest practice programs if you're halfway decent at the track. Excellent. Alright, time to read words. Alright. Mute the timestamp segment of your video. Replace claimed audio with a song from our audio library. Trim out timestamp segment altogether. I mean, that's better than strikes, lost monetization. Yeah.
We're 6th in the speed trap, 194.9 miles per hour.
Things you could all do before, but it seems like they're going to do more benefit of it out now. Yeah, that's what I was reading. Manual claims now require timestamps. So that basically that's going to tie along into the. It'll give you the same options as when they claim music, specifically. Like they give you a specific timestamp, and then YouTube will have that thing that you could remove the music with. But now I think it'll at least tell you.
Pretty quiet at the moment. Perhaps we should get out there and get a few laps in.
Shut up! I'm trying to learn about YouTube. So basically now that system's going to be similar to the current copyright system. So I wish they could make that retroactive for videos that have already been claimed, but so that I could get that Blue's Clues episode back going, but that's fine. Anyway, back to work. But I think that's a good step. And now that I've started another practice program, I expect a couple more paragraphs from John. When I said that, I had a decent feeling you would do something like that, or just find a random poem or book quote or something. Alright, besides those two sets of corners that I spin out on a regular occasion, this track is fairly simple. There's that last little short chicane that can get me sometimes if I get on the curb too much, but other than that, it's a pretty simple track. I guess I just gotta be more cautious. Not put the throttle until I'm exiting the corner. I did mess up in that corner though. So John, is you watching me do this making you want to, start an F1 Fantasy Cup anytime soon, huh? Huh?
Okay, super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Come on, guys, give John some motivation for an F1 Fantasy Cup, because that would just be the most amazing thing that we've ever done on our channels. I will say, despite the ending, and really the last, third of the season as a whole, I did enjoy the Fantasy Cup. But that last third of the season really just kind of took it out of both of us, and I know. But I also love how I said, chat, give John some motivation, and nobody said anything. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing differently, but somehow, oh, that was a large curb. But somehow I'm doing much better in that section.
Great lap. You've nailed what we asked for. Keep it up.
Oh, man. What? 1 second. No, they already said that they won't have cross-platform for Heat 4. That was on their frequently asked questions page. Oh, God. Okay, whatever I did differently the previous couple laps, I didn't do that time. Okay, that curb, I just need to never hit that curb. Or these curbs, because they're like 2 feet tall.
Okay, super.
Alright, we're done. Alright. Oh, jeez.
Africa is the world's second largest and second most populous continent, being behind Asia in both categories. At about million km2, million square miles, including adjacent islands, it covers 6% of Earth's total surface area and 20% of its land area. 3, with million people 1, as of 2016, it accounts for about 16% of the world's
It's time to remind ourselves
population.
of our top 3. Who are Verstappen, Gasly, and Charles Leclerc. What an incredible practice session.
I have to admit, I like the way that John's female says that better than mine. I think I'm just using an American one, and John has an Australian one or something. Alright. Well, that was a good session. Relatively. Still no rain, so that's good. Let's go to qualifying and see. I don't think Q3 is going to happen, but I should at least be able to get into Q2. We'll see.
You join us today at the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya for what's bound to be a really hectic qualifying as the teams compete to set the best lap times. Drivers tend to complain about tyre wear around this track, and the compounds on offer this weekend aren't likely to put that issue to bed. Is this going to be about who can make the tyres last?
Tyre wear is always something you have to consider to a certain degree. Finding a good car balance that suits the circuit will help prolong the life of the tyre, but it's true that some circuits, such as this one, are more challenging than others. How hard you can push them depends on your strategy and how tight the battle is around you.
It is very dark. Or at least it is in the garage. I don't know. Alright, let's let a few cars get out. No, Spain is not a night race. I don't even see a single light pole anywhere. Near the track, anyway. It just looked very dark from that. And I mean, it is cloudy. There's only 2 night races, and we did one of them already, and then the other one's Singapore, which is absolutely miserable. I should add Singapore to the tracks that I hate, but I haven't raced it yet in this game. I've raced it in 2018 and I hated it with a burning passion, but that was my fault. We also have somebody out in front of us. Really hope I don't catch up to him, but knowing my luck, I'm probably not fast enough. Oh, I messed up. I messed up. But we're gonna live with it. We're gonna have to come out and do a second run, I'm pretty sure, anyway, so. Oh, it's Kubica, of course it is.
Let me song you the song of my people. Goose 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 boat goose Bruce the goose boat happy dog boat happy dog moist loyal viewer goose boat Bruce the boat goose boat the Bruce goat moist boat goat Bruce goose the moist goose.
Oh my god. Thank you, Robert. Oh my goodness, that's the nicest thing you've ever done. Too bad this is a garbage lap and won't mean anything, because that's the nicest thing Robert's ever done. Ten. We're ahead of Robert Kubica, and that's probably it. Yep, that's pretty much it. So we are going to have to do a second run, no doubt about it. Let's let a little time pass here. Alright. Second set of softs. Let's go. Yeah, that was about as good as we could get. James, I want you to copy and paste that message and do that in John's chat tonight. Because I want to see how the Australian lady sounds by saying that. Excellent. We are dead last right now. Just noticed that. Guess Kubica set a faster lap at some point.
Okay, there's 2 minutes left in this session and we're in the drop zone. We need a quick lap or that's qualifying over for us.
I'm well aware, well aware. Remember, our qualifying goal is like 11th for our contract. So we need to at least do that. Okay, let's try that again. I mean, besides Australia, we have been getting pretty close to that. Australia was just a nightmare, but... at least we're improving so far. Not by much, though. I don't know if it'll be enough. Looks like about 6.5 tenths improvement. Oh boy. We got time, so I'm going to run one more lap, just so I can kind of see what's happening. I know this isn't going to improve unless if I do something significantly better than I did last lap. And I think I might have done something significantly better. Let's see if we can continue our fast lap here. Okay, alright. Surprisingly, we're trending a little ahead right now. We're 14th right now, but I have a pretty good feeling some other people are doing a fast lap as well. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's do that one more time, because I think I can do it. Nope. Alright. Where are we? 15th! Yes! Oh my god. Ooh, man. We are nowhere near Roman, though. That is concerning. Oh my goodness. By 2/100ths of a second, which in F1 is a very close margin. Oh man, and I only got one set of softs now to try to do a good lap on too. So I gotta time this right. We'll do it about halfway into the session. Like right now. Good start. Good start. Very good start. I really should just be conserving the tires here. I don't know why I'm pushing too hard. Now we floor it. You know, it's close. I really did enjoy NASCAR kart racing. Granted, I have not played all of 2005 yet. I'm getting that second one down better. It's still that first one I'm getting the oversteer on. We'll do a second lap just to see. For 14th, okay. That's not good.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Well, I think we have cemented ourselves in 15th again. That's if Kvyat improves. No, 14th. Alright. Maybe a couple people will have some penalties, who knows. We're over a second slower than Roman, which is really concerning. Like, unbelievably concerning. Sure, Emma's gonna have something to say about that. I have no comment on that, brother.
Tough luck there. It's not quite where we'd want to be on the grid, but chin up, it's not the end of the world.
Let's go to the race.
What does the Spanish Grand Prix have in store for us today, I wonder? I hope we see some tight wheel-to-wheel action down the main straight, circa Mansell and Senna way back in '91, or maybe we'll have a more strategic race here on a track where overtaking can be difficult. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down to turn 1 of this 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through these 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of turn 9. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Let's talk briefly about Lando Norris. As with all the drivers at this level, they have a lot of ambition.
You just talked about Lando Norris last race.
Any other series, so expectations are high right from the start.
And this is something that has ended the career of many a young driver, as that leap up to Formula 1 proves to be too much. But luckily in this case, I'd say they're doing a good solid job, and the risk the team took in signing them is definitely starting to pay off.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Charles Leclerc and Gasly, Ricciardo, Butler, Sainz and Roman Grosjean. Perez, Weber, Lando Norris, the Professor, Kvyat, Giovinazzi, Kimi Raikkonen and Alexander Albon, Kubica and George Russell ends our grid lineup. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Not a great starting position for us, but hopefully we can improve the situation throughout the race.
Okay. Edit that, put this on the medium. Right there. And that is, that's faster actually. So that might be the best strategy we've had all season. Put a little extra fuel on the tank and let's go. Not a bad start for us. Not a bad start. I've had a lot worse. Definitely had worse. Alright, bye, James. Thanks for hanging out.
Alright, well done off the line. We're in a good position.
Ah. Alright, not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. We maintained our position. Actually, no, we gained one spot. Let's see if we can maybe gain another one here. Looks like... Who was that in front of us? Weber and Signs are wrestling for a spot. Let's see if I can maybe interject myself into this conversation here. We do have a low, high downforce, so we might be able to make some progress in the corners. Except for those corners, obviously. Okay, that was not a good exit, so we're going to try that again. Okay. Whoever is at the front of this pack is holding all of these people up significantly.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
Where even are the DRS zones on this track? There are not very many of them, and they're not very good, if I recall. There's one on the front stretch, and then there's one later on. Just stay on Rich for a minute, see if I can catch these guys.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
Not too worried about it. Could be worse. And there will be worse throughout the season. DRS is enabled. Let's go. Went a little wide there.
Engine is looking a little worn. Power output will be less than optimal.
Okay, that was a horrible sequence of corners there. That might be one of the worst sequence of events I've ever seen in Formula One.
You'll be on the mediums.
Alright, I'm going to drive it in deep here, try to get the spot back. Carlos, why is it always us two every single freaking race? We got a little front wing damage, so I'm going to do that again. Okay. Never mind. I was just about to say we had gotten around Carlos. Oh, now Lando's now here. Oh boy. That was a mistake. I almost tried to make it 3 wide there. I just really don't want to have to replace my front wing on the stop because I... Wait, why am I on softs? Where's my strategy? Oh, I'm so mad.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
I'm so mad. My strategy didn't save. Oh my god, that is frustrating. That is so unbelievably frustrating. This game just manages to kick you down, doesn't it? And I got front wing damage. They didn't tell me about it right away, so I couldn't rewind. Oh my god, game.
You're pushing too hard. It's causing your gearbox to take increased wear.
Frick the gearbox.
Gap to teammate ahead is 5.0 seconds.
Why do I not have DRS? I'm so mad. And now I'm over here. This race is going to be a waste, I'm pretty sure, unless if something miraculous happens on the pit stops. But of course...
is +1. Faster engine modes are available.
But of course, we have the wrong tires on, apparently. It was actually going to be faster. So freaking frustrated about that.
We're looking at some gearbox wear. Try to keep your number of shifts to a minimum.
I hate this game. I absolutely hate this game right now. Why did it not save it? I was clearly editing this. I was clearly editing that strategy so we could use it. Why did you not automatically switch to that when I was editing it? You know what? We'll go restart.
Your objective today is to get into the top 9.
At that, I just didn't want to deal with that. Select. Oh my god. Alright. Oh, that's gonna be a horrible start for me. But it looks like I'm the only one on this strategy anywhere near me, so that's good. Also got a dive bomb, so we're basically where we started. Excellent. Much better start this time. Yeah, you missed a lot. I restarted the race because they didn't save my strategy that was going to be really good, and I got into a couple run-ins with the McLaren boys. So I just restarted the freaking race. Frick you, Weber. I know you were my teammate last year, but I need to finish better than this. Did I get any damage from that? No, I didn't. Good. I have to check that every time I do anything now, because apparently they just don't tell you every time.
Okay, keep on him. He might make a mistake.
Oh, and he did. He locked up his wheels. I have very... Oh, my God. Fleeting time, Aaron. Jesus Christ. That time he doesn't lock up his wheels, but I force him off, so... I guess it's the same result, but whatever.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ice.
Yes, I know. Everything is wearing. You don't need to tell me every freaking lap. It's good enough for this race. We'll think about it for Monaco. Actually, no, we won't, because I don't care about Monaco. We'll run everything at Monaco, so we don't use a part that I actually care about. Alright, he tried to make the pass, but I powered around the outside. I mean, they're all on soft tires, and I'm on medium, so they should realistically be faster than me. I'm highly considering it, actually. Actually, no, I most likely will.
DRS is now available.
Oh, hi everybody. Nice to see you all. But I'm still gonna be in front of you all because you're all scrubs. Yeah, as long as you can stick it there. I mean, it was a left-hander right after a right, so as long as you can stick it underneath them, it'll end up benefiting you. The only problem is I'm clearly losing time up ahead that I need. Oh boy. These guys are all getting DRS too. I think I might have blocked him there, but it is what it is. Okay, let's try that again. Of course, he was also about to tell me about the gearbox for the third time in this race, so that's not new information. Not like I can control where I'm shifting because I'm using automatic transmission. That is unfortunate news.
We've lost one of the gears due to
We've lost a gear? Oh no.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.7 seconds.
What gear have we lost? Not eighth, it wasn't 6th, 7th, or 8th gear. It's 5th gear. We've lost 5th gear because we just went from 4 to 6. Great. I mean, this happens in F1 games. It does. I mean, I really thought the gearbox would be fine for this race at least.
You're pushing too hard. It's causing your gearbox to take increased wear.
It's only 75% wear. Usually that's not the point where it starts spazzing out. I gotta get through Monaco on this gearbox, I'm pretty sure. It's 6 races per gearbox, I'm pretty sure. You know what, if my gearbox fails at Monaco, not the end of the world, because I'm gonna be last anyway.
Okay, bad news on the gearbox. The team are trying everything they can think of, but they're not optimistic. Just keep at it, do your best. That's all we can ask.
Thanks. I mean, if it's only 5th gear, it's not the end of the freaking world. Yeah, I got nothing for Weber. I'm just holding him up. I'm holding pretty much everybody up here. Even the strategy ain't gonna help me out too much.
We're looking at some gearbox wear. Try to keep.
I'm well aware of the gearbox wear. You've told me every lap. Now you're telling me twice a lap. Oh, fifth gear's back.
The gap to the car ahead is 1.6 seconds.
Sorry, Ballard, you were in the way. Best streamer you know. So I'm the 11th best streamer you know. Is that what it is? So we've gotten fifth gear back, so that's good. Not going to really save us from Kvyat here, but I mean, I'm slowing up both Kvyat and Norris at this rate, and Raikkonen's not too far behind. But I am on the medium tire, so maybe the other tire will start falling off here in a lap.
For a while, the wear doesn't seem too bad at the moment. Just take care when you load them up.
Yeah, so maybe in the next lap or so, the AI will start seeing some tire wear, and I can power back around here. Because this strategy is actually faster than the other strategy, by a little bit. And they were talking about how this track is harder on tires, so might have some merit to it.
Engine is showing small signs of wear. Power output will be down.
Could you tell me anything else? Maybe something good? Like, hey, we're on the right strategy, keep it up. Hey, that was your best lap of the race, keep it up. Something like that would be much appreciated. Because it actually was my best lap of the race, I think. Alright, we need to be on it here in the next couple of laps until we pit. Because we are running our fastest lap we've run all race. Apologies for being silent, I'm really focusing here.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Alright, third place, or fourth place, and I believe the front three haven't pitted yet. So we might have something here. We're ahead of Hamilton, that's something. Maybe we can hold up Hamilton.
Gap to car in front is 4.3 seconds.
We've still got another lap or two before we pit as well.
has boxed for the mediums. Car behind on the medium tire.
Yeah, I'm just going to try to hold them off as long as I can, but realistically, I'm probably not going to have much of a defense for Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel at this point. Well, the problem is it's just these two behind me right now. There's not any of the people I'm actually competing with. If I had somebody that I cared about behind me, then it would benefit, but... And it looks like freaking Perez is still out there. Somebody's still out there. Bottas, maybe Bottas is just leading the crap out of this race. It's very possible. Are we pitting this time or next time? I can't remember. Might be next time. It is not this time. We'll throw some rich on. We got Leclerc and Gasly.
Box. We're coming in this lap.
Leclerc is on hards. That is a bold strategy there. That was a stupid idea, Aaron. I don't know why you thought that was a good idea. This is clearly the smarter idea. Block the inside from the start.
Some information on Kubica. They've got a serious car issue.
Oh no, not Robert Kubica. This is devastating.
Pit now.
I mean, if the pit road were here, I would pit now, but the pit road's not quite here yet.
Caution.
Oh, there's a caution, too. That must be Kubica. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just Kubica sitting there on the front stretch.
Complete, go now.
Alright, let's see where we shake out here. Looks like about where we were. Yeah, fighting with Kvyat. But we do have fresher tires and faster tires. Well, let's see if we can do anything with this. Don't think points are going to be in the cars unless we have a front runner fall out of the race, but we'll see. Let's just see if we have anything for these guys. I feel like I'm already catching Kvyat here. No DRS, really? Alright then. Let's try to get it for the next Next section, though. Alright, DRS is enabled. Excellent. See if I can at least catch up to him. I don't think I'm going to get him. At least not safely. Problem is the other guys are pulling away now. I'm over here as well. Let's just try that again. Oh my god, Aaron, you're an idiot. Fast corners plus curb equals spinning out. That's a pretty straightforward concept. Alright, if you want to block the bottom, so be it. That's a little safer for me. Thanks, Daniel. Now, can I catch these other guys is the next question. And I have my severe doubts. But it's possible. Weber's on the hard tire as well, so that's really gonna be hard to keep up with. For him, anyway.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, we're good on fuel. I'll just stay on standard for the rest of this race and should be fine. Kvyat's going to try to make a move back on me here, so we're going to have to be ready for that.
We're trailing our teammate by 3.6 seconds.
Well, that was some NASCAR level stuff right there. Yeah, nothing. If anything, it was his fault. I was there. No wing damage either, so I'll take it. It depends. It depends. I'm gonna try to save a little bit of fuel here in this section. Because he's most likely gonna try to pass me again. And I've also not caught up to Weber at all. That running with Kvyat certainly did not help. Actually, there's 10th and 11th right there, or 12th and 11th right there.
Charger is on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
Yeah, I know, everything dying. You don't need to remind me. Let's see if we can catch these guys, because it's 12th, 11th, and then 10th is right there. If we have a really good set of laps here, we might be able to at least get 11th. Because we are definitely faster. We've gapped Kvyat now, so. And those two are fighting hard, so we might be able to take advantage of that here. Not if we do that, though. Personal best sector 2 right there. Doing something right. Not quite in DRS zone, but we are gaining. Best lap, actually. Right there, so we're doing something right. Just took a couple laps for these tires to warm up, apparently. We haven't had a clean lap on these softs yet, so I guess that was the main reason. We were fighting with Kvyat both times. 10th place, I think, is out of reach.
3 laps of fuel remaining.
It is up there, but I just don't think I'm going to have enough time. With 3 laps left. Oh, we got DRS though. Managed to mess up the corner before it though, so let's try that again. Actually, I want to try that again too, because I was a little shaky on that corner as well. Much better. Except I didn't get DRS this time. Come on, game. Frick you, game. I do a corner better and apparently it's slower, so whatever. But I should get it here. I'm pretty sure I'm close enough. I need to get by these two ASAP though. DRS and rich fuel.
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
That did almost nothing for me there. Literally, I might have lost time in that straightaway. It's because they had the ERS at freaking 1. The auto ERS definitely does not help you. If I wasn't commentating or I was using a steering wheel, I'd be able to manage the ERS better, but controller plus streaming equals not paying attention to ERS and letting them do it on auto. Alright, this is the shortest DRS straightaway in the world, so even if we were faster, we probably wouldn't gain much.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
You'll be fine. Alright, Science has DRS too on the other guy, so that's something to keep in mind. He's gonna block low, fine by me. Ran into me as well, just for good measure. Can I get Weber here before the end of the race is the question. I looked at chat, John. Oh, everything just went wrong there. I took my right hearing aid out because I don't need it.
Issue means you've lost one the gears.
Oh
Say
no.
again, you have lost access to one of the gears.
This is not the time! What gear have I lost is the question. 5th is good, 6th is good. Didn't get DRS here. 7th was good. 8th gear would be the worst to lose. Alright, looks like 12th it is, unfortunately. Well, I gotta hold off signs, but we'll see. Alright, 12th place effort. Not the greatest in the world.
I can't say that I'm happy with how today went, but I'm sure you gave it your best. Better luck next time.
Yeah, if I hadn't lost a gear at the beginning, I might have been able to be a little bit
Another
faster.
excellent win from Ferrari.
It was that first stint that really screwed us.
Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
Ferrari are at it again, an excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of a knock today. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
Sebastian Vettel would definitely be my first choice. He showed up a lot of the drivers out on the track today and didn't show any signs of slowing down.
It's time to check out the Constructors Standings. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Yep, as John noted, we did lose a spot to Perez there. Where did he finish? He finished 9th, yeah. Oh well. Oh well. At least Roman got some points, that's fine. Let's see what the highlights look like. Horrible start, yep. That's a custom. Dive it into turn 1, also something I'm used to doing. There goes the bollard. You know, I'm surprised. That was Vettel I was holding up, wasn't it? No, that was Leclerc, sorry. I was holding up Vettel for a bit, but he was fighting right there with Lewis. Oh, there's that. Glad that got in there. Alright, good highlight reel. I probably won't get that up today since I've got some music to do, but we'll see. Let's head back to the menu and get all of our R&D stuff set up. And then we'll call it a day. Hey, at least I had the fastest lap on both of them, so I minimized the damage of finishing behind them. Alright, decent points. A couple people are happy with that. Racing Point is not. What do we got here?
Looks like one of your rivals is also going to an upcoming historical event. If
Could
you
not
choose to
care
take part,
less.
It might help get your name out there a bit.
Could not care less at this point. Alright, R&D.
What do you think of this one?
Sure. Secondary wing flaps. And rear wing outer strikes. Excellent. Alright, 2 more aero upgrades coming in. That should put us pretty close to Renault on that department. Power units. What do we got? I mean, I can't change them when they're just that low. And I have to get one more race out of this gearbox, right? 5 races. Yeah, I gotta get Monaco out of this gearbox still. So, that'll be fun. But, let's just advance the week to see if anything interesting happens. Oh, Monaco. See what our R&D looks like. Well, no sad messages, so that's good. Well, no, we had 2 failures. So, both of the ones that we only had 1 week to do came in, but the ones that I gave them multiple weeks to do did not. On the bright side, it doesn't look like there's any rain. But we're also pulling ahead of Renault here a little bit. Do I have enough money to even do those again? I don't think I do. No, I don't. Oh well. Alright, that's going to be it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. This is not a video. Why am I talking? If you like the stream, be sure to follow over on Twitch, ATF Gaming 19, and all that. So, I will see you next time. Bye.